Hey yo, what it do? It's your boy Jake Lou. And in this video, what I want to do is continue just the second topic, basically talking about iron sharpens iron. For me, I don't try to push my faith and my beliefs onto anybody. And to be honest, my video that I did in regards to the truth about the wave game, that was the first time of me actually coming out and actually telling people what my beliefs are. The reason why I chose to avoid saying that is because we live in this world where people will quickly try to judge you because of what you say, and instead of trying to ask questions to figure out, okay, what do you believe? Or what is your stance on this and everything like that, we love to try to put people in boxes, and I'm not that kind of person. I've always been the type of person is to ask people, why do you say that? How did you come to that conclusion? Is that what you really think about me? Because if you've never given somebody a chance to speak their mind, then you just fall into the category of everybody else, and that's not my goal. Now, one of the things that I love is the scripture that basically says that iron sharpens iron. It's a proverb and everything of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Now, we don't live in those days and eras where people can see this stuff. If you've watched Game of Thrones, you've probably seen, or any kind of medieval TV show, you've seen people that would take an iron bar and basically create a sword out of that. You know what I'm saying? That's basically the iron sharpening iron aspect of what I'm talking about. When you see that process, it's not beautiful. It's not something that is all,
oh man, we all gotta be cool and we gotta be nice and blah 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 blah.
At the end of the day, the wave game consists primarily of men, and I thought honestly when I came into the game, you could be to the point to where you can address somebody in a respectful manner and you sharpen each other. When it came to that video, I already know it's not something that's pretty. I know it's not something that's easy to digest. I know it's a very long video. I know a lot of this stuff is new to a lot of people, and it's like a culture shock. But my biggest thing is, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, okay, at the end of the day, I'm not making this for the people I talked about. I'm making this for myself because I've tried to sharpen these people. They're not trying to be sharpened by that. All they care about is themselves. And for me, at this point, I'm just simply telling my story because a lot of people got tired of me saying things like this over the years. Every time I would try to mention this, people was like,
bro, man, you making this stuff up.
Or they would try to downplay it, because the sad thing is, within our culture, especially the black community, especially when it comes to men, whenever you try to state anything of how you feel, especially being light skinned, people would try to say,
oh man, you being sensitive, you being this, you being that, blah 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 blah.
And people overlook mental health. They overlook, and they basically say,
oh man, as a black man, your feelings don't matter, you need to be strong, you need to be this and this.
But at the end of the day, I've seen how all of this stuff has affected different YouTubers. People think that this stuff was only happening to me. No, this stuff was happening to so many different YouTubers. There are so many waving YouTubers that quit doing YouTube because the same stuff that's happening to me was happening to them. And they got to the point they was like,
man, I'm not trying to deal with this.
It's so many people that y'all reference as OGs and stuff like that. That's one of the reasons why they quit. And when it comes to mental health, yeah, competition is a good thing, but at the same time, your mental health matters. So with that being said, some of the people probably took that video as me just trying to rank on these other dudes. My thing is, consider from this vantage point, if you've had all these people talking about you, and every single time you try to stand up and defend yourself because they have a bigger platform and they know how to twist certain things and get people on their sides, and anytime you say something, they try to make it seem like, oh, you crying and you complaining. At the end of the day, it gets to a point to where you're like, okay, for me as a believer, you're supposed to be a believer as well. We're supposed to sharpen each other. We're supposed to better each other. But because you don't want to do that, all right, now what I have to do is basically tell the story as of what it is, because I try to handle it in that aspect. And these cats, they don't want to handle it in that aspect. You know what I'm saying? They're going to act as if I just took bits and pieces out of everything that they said, or they're going to act like, I'm not going to pay that dude no mind, blah, 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 blah. I don't care what they think about me. I don't care how they're acting. I recognize what it was. And when it comes to iron sharpening iron, you can only do that if two people are made out of iron. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that with somebody that's going to fold at the first sign of criticism, that's going to block you at the first sign of a question or an attempt to ask something, or even just to say anything like that. Even on my Truth About the Wave Game video, I did not disable my comments like a lot of people tend to do with videos like that, because I know that there are the people that don't like you are the ones that will give you the most honest feedback. You know what I'm saying? And one of the reasons that helped my channel grow is the fact that I didn't call people haters when they came on my page and said stuff. Now, if there are people that's just saying flat out disrespectful stuff, I don't tolerate that. But at the end of the day, I know the people that do not like me, the ones that are so adamant to vocalize their opposing view, those are the people that sometimes what they say is true. And that's the iron that sharpened me to help me to be able to better my channel. So with that being said, for me, I grew up playing basketball, that competitive sport. I don't have an issue with anything like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just the fact that I recognize and I can respect if people don't have that same mindset, I'm not going to keep doing it with them. So with that being said, that's the end of this video. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Salute.
When I hop up out the bed, I stay brushing my waves. Even on my way to work, I stay brushing my waves. Oh, it's time for a break, I stay brushing my waves. Even when it get late, I stay brushing my waves. I stay brushing my waves. I stay brushing my waves. I stay brushing and